or is low, we will counsel you same way. Either we counsel you on medicines that may contribute to that, or food that may contribute to that.
Right.
So we wouldn't have any set food. What we would advocate is that eat healthily.
Right.
Make
Do
it
they
balanced.
have to measure the food, the water you drink? Do you have to measure
Yeah,
these
you have
quantities?
limitation to level of water that you drink per day.
Right.
For each capacity, like Winifred said, it's different to each
for-
person.
yeah.
It depends on the treatment you are on.
Yes.
Like if you're on hemodialysis, we will say restrict to 500 mils a day plus whatever amount of urine you are passing a
That
day.
is if you are passing.
If you are
urine.
passing urine. So if you're not passing urine, it's 500. That's it.
Right.
If you're on peritoneal dialysis, we say 700, 750 plus whatever you are passing.
Right.
So it differ. We wouldn't say one thing suits everyone.
Everybody.
And so we all have individual assessments, and that is why he says
yeah,
they've got a regime.
That's right.
Yes.
But for me, I was very, very regimental and very disciplined.
Right.
So I went for food that will cause less damage to my body. So I was eating them. They taste like paper, but I enjoyed
So
it.
give examples of.
For example, I could buy 50 kilograms of rice and I eat them because rice doesn't do anything. What I need to check is the amount of salt that goes in, the amount of sauce, the kind of sauce, because now even people around me now emulate the way I cook my sauce.
Right.
Because there's nothing like tin tomato, plum tomato in the tin, no tin food.
No tin food.
No tin food. And then some of the things that I have, like potato, I blanch them. But tomato, I take off the back and take out the acid. Various processing like that.
Because the things he's talking about are high in potassium.
Yes.
Right.
So they will tell you to cook it, overcook it,
Yeah.
or like you say, throw the
Yes.
water away and
Yeah.
blanch and bits like that.
And then
Yeah.
I didn't eat anything from tree. Anything from tree, any fruit from tree has high potassium.
Right.
And then
Give
we
examples.
have like
so we know.
ogbono,
Right.
ogbono soup, or any kind of soup that you can make from the product from the tree. So they will be high in potassium.
Even banana.
Even banana.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
deadliest of all that I never touch is mango.
Wow.
Mango, you can eat one mango and go.
Really?
Yeah. Because if I want to eat mango, my dietitian then advised that you can enjoy mango like Winifred. You can enjoy everything, but you can have it on dialysis, like the first 2 hours.
Oh, because
so that you get
it's
dialyzed.
It's going to
like
clear.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right. So the fruits are a big problem, are they?
not all, but you
Not
need to
all.
be careful.
You need to be
with
careful.
which one.
Yeah.
Even ordinary vegetable, you need to blanch it. You need to find the mid range so that you don't wash the
Nutrients.
goodness out. But you need to blanch it so that you're not taking a lot of the other things that is dangerous
Right.
for your body.
Obviously, our time is really catching on.
Yes.
So I want you to go into the support. You are into support groups, isn't it?
Yes.
The peer
Peer
support.
Peer support
Yeah,
groups
yeah.
to encourage people.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that? What you've been doing with that?
Yeah, based on my experience and over the years, you know that you have to grow to become 66-year-old.
Yeah.
You have to scan for information. Some by people like Winifred, you come across them, they have pity on you, they help you, like in the unit, you know. Some you don't even get help at all. So, and over time, and you see a lot of patients who are just coming in, going through the same experiences. So there is what they call a peer support program at the hospital, at my
Yeah.
trust. So I volunteered that I want to be. So you're trained. You're trained with all the kind of things that do to protect you against when you're dealing with people. You are checked, the CRB checked and everything.
Yeah.
So I go to, I'm introduced to patients who are new coming on board, or who are already there, who are having challenges, or who want to talk to other patients. Because believe it or not, Winnie, there are some certain things that you cannot even ask a consultant like Winnie, like the doctor,
Yeah.
because it's not science. But there are certain things that when you speak to your fellow patient, excuse me,
It
you know,
makes
I cannot maintain my body fluid.
Right.
My 750 that I'm given a day, I end up coming with 4 liters. How do you do it that you come with 500 every day? So there are so many modes, there are so many things that have been tried. Like, you drink a very hot tea, small cup, that kills the thirst. Never you drink ice water. If you drink ice water, it goes past here and you want more.
Right.
And the more that you want, because here is not satisfied yet.
Yeah.
So here is getting filled up. So
what do you have to drink again?
hot tea.
Hot tea.
That's the latest around.
Okay, right.
Hot tea in a very small cup. Don't drink it cold. Drink it that hot. The results show that it does kill thirst. I've tried it. Don't take ice cubes. Ice cubes is loaded water. Crushed ice will suit you.
Right.
Crushed ice is very difficult to find. Everybody goes for ice water. Everybody goes to bottled water, frozen. And then by the time you drink, there's more taste, more water to kill the thirst. So, and then some of the other things that you do, like you have to be disciplined within yourself.
And low salt.
Yeah, low
because
salt.
salt comes
Salt.
with
Yeah.
the
So you can
thirst.
eat salt, but
But
it has to be
Low salt.
Very
low
minimum,
salt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because salt, if some, like the common attribute among patients is, but I didn't drink anything, where did my fluid come from?
Yeah.
And then by the time you say, what did you have yesterday? I had soup. That soup might have added, but it's only a small pot of soup.
Of course.
But what about the salt content? You're not thinking about that. And all the processed food that you buy outside,
Salt.
they have to improve the taste so that you can like the product. There's salt, there's sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar makes us ill, salt makes us ill. So I look after my sugar in my body. I have ways of doing that. So it's very, very primitive.
Yeah.
Because I take whatever is in the market that is very at a pure state to control my sugar.
Yeah.
Because sugar makes you ill. When you go for dialysis, there's sugar there. When you buy food, there's sugar there. So I control those sugar, and then also I'm very restrictive with my diet. Diet, one, fluid level, because once you have high fluid level and you can't breathe, you're a slave to everybody, to the doctors, to the nurse. Everybody will talk down on you. Come on, gear up. But if I am able to control that, I can even tell you, Winnie, I'm not having dialysis, I'm going home.
Wow.
Because I feel fit.
You feel fit.
Yeah. So it's for you to maintain. So don't drink yourself so heavily.
What about alcohol? Do you drink alcohol at all?
That's one of the things when you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying that alcohol might cause. I don't drink alcohol. Never drank alcohol. Never smoked in my life.
So it wasn't even a contributing factor.
they-
No,
they couldn't
it
find
wouldn't.
out.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't really cause kidney failure. Like I was saying, everything in moderation. We would rather say if you can stop smoking,
Yeah.
that would be the best thing to do. If you can, if the alcohol is in moderation, that's fine. High blood pressure is our problem, and high blood pressure and diabetes. And if you look at the Black, Asian, minority
That's
communities,
major.
that is the one that is causing a lot of these kidney
Problems.
problems in us. So we are 5 times at risk of getting the condition just because of these two illnesses.
Yes. And that is why I'll be doing those topics
Yeah.
very soon. I'll try and get it done.
Yeah. And
it's
then
very
the
important.
drugs we are taking over the counter,
Yeah.
non-steroidal
Anti-inflammatory.
anti-inflammatory drugs.
Yeah.
They are big time. Ibuprofen. Oh, I'm achy here and there. Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen.
And
Take
that
notes.
is one big issue. So if you are taking any medicine and you are not too sure, do check with the chemist, your nurse, your doctor, how that can impact on your kidney care or
Yeah.
something like that if you know you have got kidney
Yeah.
disease. And attend your appointments, ask questions, make your own research.
Yeah, don't round off yet. So let me just chip this in because you sound like you are rounding off already. Yeah, I've got so many people. Let me acknowledge them. I've got my own younger brother, Isaac Hammond, watching. I think he was late. Were you caught up in traffic, brother? Anyway, boss is watching, Joe Kobner. I hope you are taking notes. Somebody is saying, Omega House, well done for bringing this informative show to the community. We will keep doing this, so we need you to be sharing, liking. You know, some people are even subscribing to the show. You know,
Fantastic.
I hear these are the sort of things that we need, because I mean our health is priceless. You can't put any value,
No.
priceless. So please keep watching and sharing, and get all your family to join in. Rebecca Amankwa, Mims Simuriwo, I think she's at Adam Brooks Hospital in Cambridge. Adwa Dufie Owusu Banahene, Bettina Opari, very educative topic. Thanks to you all. Pam Stevens, brilliant stuff. Thanks, Pam, for watching. Jackie Roxon is watching. Robert Khan, very informative. Health is wealth. Time to take good care of the body, very important. Joyce Mantia, whoa, very informative. My very own husband, Honorable Christian Ohinikisi, is watching. He says, has the sickness hindered his personal career? Very good question. You see, I've trained him so well. Yeah. Has the sickness hindered his personal career in any way? So tell us. I don't know how much time you will put, Mr. Producer, how much time do we have? So I know how to apportion all the bits that we've got left into the show. Or should we? 15 minutes. We have 15 minutes. So let me go through quickly, and then we'll see how you have managed in terms of your personal kind of life or your career. Well done, husband. I've really trained you well to be my buddy. Yeah. Pastor Edward Esuming is watching. Daniela Pritchard is watching. I think he's in Luton. She is saying that is what is killing Black, Asian, minority, ethnic people. Joyce Akufu is also watching. So I will definitely bring, Dr. Khan is very happy to do diabetes and hypertension with us, because it is what is really triggering a whole lot of these. I mean, your story is completely different.
They couldn't find the source.
They couldn't even find the source even to date.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a very special man then. Very special man. Thank you for coming. But again, Dr. Khan is saying viewers should also be careful about a lot of the herbal preparations we drink in. A lot of these herbal preparations are very toxic to the kidneys, because what we don't know is the concentration of the chemicals, and all these medications and stuff that we eat are made of chemicals. From trees and all that. So sometimes they are not in our best interest, and I know a lot of us, especially in the COVID era, have been drinking a lot of concoctions.
Take Alomo.
Alomo bitters.
It's poisoning of the kidneys.
It's poisoning of the kidneys. Yeah, so you see, these things are good, but we do not know the concentrations. And we go overboard. I mean, Africans go over the top with almost everything. Information overboard. Everything is overboard, you see. So please be careful what you take into your body. We are bringing you this live on Facebook and on YouTube through Omega House Multimedia. Thank you so much once again. And then by kind courtesy of World Remit. Come on, it's World. And then Remit. I've used them before. Fantastic. You just have to download the app, and then you can send money instantly to your family and friends anywhere in the world. Fantastic service. So if you don't use them, you are not doing yourself any favors. Joe Odum is also watching. I missed the beginning. You can go back and watch and share. Keep sharing. Daniela Pritchard in Harlow. Ajwa Dufie Owusu is St. Louis old student. So I think she's watching because you are on here. Yeah, please do share. So let's come back on track. What have you been doing? How have you kept yourself going? Because you have so much on your plate from 1995, did you say?
Yeah.
To date. That is a very long time. So what have you managed to do any career? What have you been doing?
When it all happened, it's a real, honestly speaking, hard knock. It's like I've been knocked by a train. And then you scattered all over the fields. And you're taking your body one by one and putting them together.
Putting the pieces together.
You do not know where to start. And because I work within the theater environment, performing environment, someone like me will have about 1,000 friends. I'm not imagining it.
No.
through 1,000 friends,
Yeah.
and everything just evaporate.
Wow.
When it first happened, people come to see you. In my hospital,
doesn't last long.
In my hospital, I get the most guests. When I'm in the hospital, I get the most guests, but it didn't last long. Then you went through the process of, I didn't know because I've never felt lonely before. I've never felt depressed. So I didn't know it was all of that at that time. So, but then I begin to look within that, Charles Jaja, who are you? So I begin to psychologically,
process all the information.
a lot of things. And then what I find out was dialysis has been a gift for me in a very positive way.
Yeah.
It's like a blessing. Because I like to study a lot, but because I was in the showbiz, I couldn't. We're always touring. I will get into this university, and maybe I'm 1 year into whatever I'm doing. My director will post me. He said, "Oh, you go to Newcastle for 1 month. 1 month I'll miss lectures. I can't carry on. I come back." So dialysis was a given opportunity. That 4 hours is like an office for me.
Yeah.
So I begin to pick up myself, begin to research about the condition, begin to understand more.
You are a consultant in disguise,
Yes,
isn't
so I begin to look at what can I do. Then I did a program, the first program. Even I went back and did another degree, even though I had a degree. So all the time I was on dialysis, my focus is no more on the illness. So it was more on whatever I'm doing.
Studies, yeah.
Even I forgot sometimes. So going to dialysis was just a routine. So like everyday routine, I'm going to do something that I do regularly. So, and over time, whether you like it or not, going back into career was difficult because, the moment before I thought I should know how I did away from people that I'm on dialysis. And once I tell them that I'm on dialysis, the countenance change. And they're not willing to help you, they were not willing to do anything. Even there were shows that I wanted to go back into the theater. So when I applied to go back, the only one that I've successfully done, that even I almost collapsed and died, was the one I pretended that nothing is going on. But the moment you tell them, instead of them giving you support, everybody turns against you. So it's a kind of hard knock. So over time, I've become somebody who just study for fun.
Right.
So I use that to while my time. So I could make a booklet from certificate.
Fantastic.
So
you can. And
so,
let me just endorse it. Then we can launch it here.
Yes.
Fantastic story. So, I mean, we cannot end this without talking about COVID and how you have coped through the COVID period. How has it been like?
That's been a challenging one. It's been challenging because the consultant, Nurse Winifred, that I'm talking to, I don't know whether she's clean. She doesn't know whether I'm clean.
Yeah.
I'm relating with her.
Everyone is
I'm
suspicious.
suspecting her.
Yeah.
I'm suspicious about her moves. If she moves around in some way that goes through my face, I will go and clean my face with disinfectant.
Wow.
And fear was really, really, really high. But I was, maybe I'm lucky to be in a good trust.
Yeah.
My trust had very few of those disasters you see in everywhere else. So the team were very good. So, and they protected us. But even with the fear, you could see everybody's heightened in fear. Nobody knows what's happening. You come in, we're not allowed to go out, we're shielding.
Yeah.
But when I'm going for dialysis, it's a risk time for me.
It is a risk time.
When I come home, I take off everything that I have, go into some acid bath or some bath, and it was very scary. Even it's still scary now.
It still is.
The fear now is the second coming. I don't know what's going to be like. We've been very lucky at our trust.
Yeah.
Less death and things like that.
Yeah.
So they've managed very well. The team has been so fantastic. When you hear about what's happening in South London, what's happening in East London, and then you look at my trust, it's like, oh, this is gold standard.
Yeah.
But they're not praising themselves. But I'm in there, so I can tell you. Yeah.
You can tell.
So like what Charles has said, the kidney patients were considered as high risk and that he said they are shielding. So that is right. So what we did was actually we identified a particular center where all those who were either symptomatic or suspected or positive would dialyze there. So we segregated them, if I should say that way.
Yeah.
And so that helped with the way the
Everything was
patients
managed.
were cared for.
Yeah.
And of course, we had the PPEs, which was not absolutely all that,
Yes.
but we tried
Especially
hard.
at the beginning, isn't it?
Yes, because things change. Each time they were changing the rules
Yes.
as to what PPEs to use. But I must say that we did quite well,
Very well,
with
fantastically well.
our PPEs and
Yeah.
supporting our patients.
Lovely.
And we were very worried. Charles, I must say, we as staff were very worried about our patients because we felt this is going to
Yes, take so many people.
so many.
Even
yes.
I was worried for the staff too. But I count the heads, like last week, everyone is complete. So, but
Right.
it's just a second wave we're waiting for now.
Right.
We don't know how it's going to come.
No, we hope it doesn't come.
We are
hope
going
it
to
doesn't come.
work well and
Yes.
keep within the restrictions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whilst we do this, viewers, just bear in mind we are still not out of the COVID pandemic yet.
No, not
We
at
are
all.
still not out of it yet. And I know a lot of you are watching from Ghana, and just so I bring to, you know, for you to get that the management of him here has been immaculate, but it's probably going to be a little bit different from how you've been managed back in Ghana. But hopefully you would have taken a lot of cues and hints from how he has managed himself as a person. So I know Gustav is saying that your life is perfect reflection of your thoughts. Most important takeaway, he spoke of his health and commanded everything into existence, and that is why you have managed so well. Andrew Chumesi is also watching, and Daniela Pritchard from Harlow is saying, very important we also check our vitamin D levels as BAME. From our background, I think she probably joined in the middle because whilst you were going through the anatomy and physiology, you did mention the importance of vitamin D in the whole
Process of the
process
kidney.
of maintaining homeostasis, isn't it, in our body. So is there anything before we end, is there anything any of you wants to say?
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing from a patient perspective, this is not science,
Yeah.
so Winifred doesn't need to get involved with it. What
Yeah.
I know now, if I knew it before I got to the kidney failure, I would have done much.
Yeah.
The body water works. The kidney was given signal at the beginning that I need to go to toilet. It's because there are so many impurities, so many heavy metals, so many salt. So, but if you have the kidney and you drink clear fluid, not tea, not alcohol, not beer, clear water regularly, the body will always take away whatever it needs. The body needs 500 mils every day. That's what the body needs. So if you drink 3 liters,
Is it 500?
500.
Okay,
For
so
the tissue.
the rest is going to be excreted.
Yeah, the rest is going to be used to clean. So the tissue will absorb, moisturize themselves.
But in terms of the total volume,
Generally, it's about 180 liters, and 178 liters is reabsorbed, and 2 liters, about 2 liters, is excreted as urine.
as urine,
Yeah.
right?
So if you're drinking more, you're helping the impurities to come out. So that's one tip that we'll give to anybody
Yeah.
who still have their kidney intact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take regular fresh water, preferably not at cold temperature, but at room temperature. If you want to have it warm, it's okay. That's one point. Secondly, for anybody who finds themselves being a dialysis patient and watching the show, my strong advice to them, take control of your fluid, take control of your diet, and once you take control of your fluid and your diet, you're king,
You are in charge.
you're in charge.
You are totally in
Because once those two went wrong, you will be in admission every now and then for one thing or the other. And once you're in the admission, the nurse practitioner that's seen you on the ward doesn't know you. They will assess you. They will use everything professionally to judge whatever you are. but they don't know your journey. So they only pick up from whatever they can guess. And if you don't know how to present your situation, so the journey will just be picked somewhere different.
Yeah.
And then we'll go haywire.
Yeah. Wow. Mr. Jaja,
Yes.
I am totally blown away. Blown away. I mean, I've listened to your account before, but I am still overwhelmed by, the intensity and your passion for looking after your body and your passion for sharing your experience for the whole world to know. As Africans, the last thing we ever want to do is to share anything, let alone
We want
our
to keep
health.
everything
We want
confident,
to bottle
yeah.
everything inside,
yeah.
Because everything is a stigma, everything is a taboo,
That's
and we are not helping each other. And viewers, that is what this show is about, and that is why I always say I am so amazed by the people who are coming and gaining the confidence to come on set to share their experiences with us. I mean, it's different being a patient and it's different being like a leader when it comes to health activities. It's different being a health professional, but when the patient says this is what is happening to their body, you listen. I mean, that is what I believe in. You listen to the patient because they know their body. Viewers, take time to study your body because
And
this time is you want to say something
Yes,
else?
one more addition.
Right.
For any viewer listening, because we all have that inhibitive behavior,
Yeah.
not sharing, not wanting to ask questions. If you're going through whatever you're going through with the renal issues,
Yeah.
look for a peer support within your trust.
Community. Oh.
Look for a peer support,
Yeah.
somebody who can share their story with you. Because when you start sharing papers or notes, you say, oh, so that's okay. Yes, sometimes it goes down, sometimes it goes up, sometimes in the middle. Sometimes it goes down for a very long time. You think you're sunk completely, and then it will rise up. So by sharing with somebody,
Yeah.
that will really help. So always look for somebody to share your story with
Definitely.
that's going through the same thing as you.
Yeah, to go through, and by that you will not be alone as well.
No.
And you have other people joining you, not giving you a pity party because no one needs that, but it boosts your confidence as well because there are people who are with you in that kind of difficult situation. This has been incredible. It's been awesome. I know Atani, you were late to join in and you say don't end the show now. Where were you all this time? You can all start a watch party. You can share. You can like it. I need the likes because apparently, I'm beginning to understand the media language. It's all totally new to me. But what they look at is the likes, the shares, the views. And yesterday I happened to be on a show and all I was saying is that our interest and our priorities as Africans is totally different. We don't invest our time in our health.
No.
And that is why sometimes disease takes us out very quickly.
Yes.
So now we have the opportunity to share. I need a lot of the health professionals to come and share their experiences with us. And if you are a patient going through any kind of ailment, you've experienced that, you have your family and your church and everyone supporting you, but it will be fantastic to come and share your experiences on set with everyone else online.
Yes.
For all those watching in Ghana, in America, in the United Arab Emirates, I'm sure the Kaswa City guys are watching, Takoradi, wherever you are. And I know you'll be sharing with your platforms in Nigeria. For obvious reasons, you didn't want us to link up straight away because you have some sensitive platforms.
Yes.
So later on, we can share and to all your
All your
groups that
groups.
you want to share with.
That's right.
Lady, a partner in what crime is it?
I'm learning from you.
You are not learning from me. You are the boss. You've been fantastic. And Mr. Jaja, I will always be amazed at the fantastic work you are doing. I think
Thank
you
you.
deserve an accolade,
Yes.
and I'm
Thank
sure definitely that is coming. amazing insight into kidney disease. And this has added on to what you shared with us the last time. If you haven't watched it, just go to Omega Life page and you will see the first session, which went through all the kidney failure, you know, what causes kidney failure, and the signs and symptoms to look out for. And then you can watch this one to build on that lecture we had in the very first episode. The next time we come here, I've got a very young woman. You see, I've got a Nigerian. She will be my guest. She is a dentist. She's a doctor. She's a dentist. And that is Dr. Toyin. Dr. Toyin is coming here in 2 weeks' time on Friday. And she is going to teach us or take us through all we need to know about dental health. And, you know, obviously from a cardiac point of view, because that's my specialty, I know that your mouth or your tooth are a link to your heart, and it can give you, you know, a lot of problems. You will be thrilled by the kind of things that you are going to hear on that episode as well. On that note, I say thank you so much for coming. It's been absolutely incredible.
Thank you for having me.
It's been amazing, and I am so thrilled by it. So to finish off, I'm going to say thank you to Omega House Multimedia. Mama J, I am touching base this weekend, so I get all my collection of shoes. Big sis, AC Hammond, obviously, she is going to be sponsoring my clothing because she's always checking what I'm wearing to make sure I am fit and fine on set. So if anyone has the chance of coming from Ghana, I have sponsored clothes coming in from Ghana. I should be looking amazing. Tune in and watch next time. And again, I am saying this came to you for the first time on Let's Talk About Health by kind courtesy of World Remit. World Remit. The next time we come, I'll have a whole load of information from World Remit, so you can use it. But just Google it. Go online and use World Remit. Fantastic service. I've used them, so I know it's really legitimate. So I am finishing off Nana Kofi Apia Ashia, Ni Amasaki, Kofi Kula. Kofi Kula is one of our presenters here as well. Emma Adunote, Daniela Pritchard. That's our biggest problem, I think, all the health issues. Philochu Messi, Cecilia Kuteria, Judith Araba, Asma Kujo, my partner in crime. Araba, how are you? Agatha Free, CC Yosen, Francis Hammond Baini, she was my senior in Fansman. Pastor Patience Osei, Dr. Robert Khan says, great job to the two Winnies and to Mr. Jaja. Thank you so much. And please, please, please share, like, do whatever you can. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time on Let's Talk About Health, and we will be taking on the subject of dentistry with Dr. Toyin. Dr. Toyin. So we will start preparing very soon. I love you all. As we finish up, please look after yourself. COVID is not over yet, so look after yourselves. Work hard as if all depends on you, and pray hard as if all depends on God. Thank you for watching. Keep sharing, and let's get the numbers up.